Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something completely different from what I normally do. We're talking about Marvel Rivals. Specifically, today we're talking about how Starlord is by far the worst hero in Marvel Rivals. Or at least, worst DPS. First of all, Thor doesn't really have that many abilities. He has, well, 4 and an ult. And none of them are really that good. First of all, there's this normal attack. A gun. That does 6.5 damage. Wowee. You know what's worse? Not only does it only do 6.5 damage, for some reason they give the weakest attack in the game damage fall off. So at 25 meters, it actually only does 60% of that. Or, you know, like 4 damage. Because obviously 6.5 damage is way too powerful. Or something like that. I don't really know. Then Starlord has his right-click ability, which is kind of like a jump and a reload in the same ability. And he gets it once every 5 seconds and has a max of 2. So here's the thing. It's basically completely useless, because you can break it down into 2 parts. Reloading and the jumping part. The reloading. Wow, there's a reload button. It's the R button. No way. There's a way to reload without using one of 2 charges of an ability? That's crazy. Also, what's the point of reloading a weapon that does 6.5 damage? You know, it takes like 40 hits to kill any hero. Why would you reload it? Oh no. Reloading. What a disaster. And the second part, the jumping part. There's also a button to jump. So unless you want to double jump for some reason, which probably will end up just killing yourself, just don't use this ability. It just doesn't do anything. Next, we have his left shift button. Rocket propulsion. Basically, Starlord gets to fly for 4 seconds. It's like, wow, that's so cool. But first of all, what are you going to use the fly for? To get into position to attack for 6.5 damage? Or to run away? Probably to run away. So why don't you just, you know, not attack at all, so you don't have to run away. Also, being able to fly for 4 seconds really isn't that impressive, because 4 other heroes can fly for, well, at least that long. We have Strange, who flies for 6 seconds, and has access to all of his abilities while doing so, unlike Starlord, who can't attack, or his left shift ability ends. We have Iron Man, who is infinite fly. We have Storm, who has infinite fly. And we have Iron Fist, who, you know, can basically fly. He can't technically fly, but he basically can. So basically, the fly ability doesn't do anything. It can fly. It makes you faster, I guess. You can run away. But also that means it's way harder to control. So you just die. You know. And finally, we have his last ability, Blaster Barrage. Basically, Starlord goes and spins. And shoots. The good thing about this one is that he does 8 damage per hit instead of 6.5. Wow. That ties him for second worst with Punisher Shot. No way. His ability, that's so much better, is just still the second worst damaging attack in the game. No way. And he also spins around. And it also makes it way harder to control him. So you die easier. Great. And finally, we go to his ult. Starlord's ult basically just has him fly for some time. And also, yeah, it lets him fly for 8 seconds. And also shoot his gun, which still, even during his ult, does 6.5 damage. An ult that does 6.5 damage. Don't worry, there is still damage fall off, even during his ult. Luckily, it's a little better. Instead of starting at 10 meters and decreasing to 60% at 25 meters, this time it starts at 25 meters and decreases 60% at 40 meters. So use his ult to get 15 more meters of range. while still doing the exact same amount of damage. And I guess you can use it to get the high ground or something. Wow, an ultimate that lets you do 6.5 damage. Man, that is so terrible. Like, every other ult is better than that. Even the ults that don't do damage are better than that. That's how bad he is. Are you going to use his ult to just fly away? He can fly. He has an ability that lets him fly. His ult is basically useless unless you need 15 more meters of range for some reason to do 2 damage or whatever. And, yeah, that's it. That's his entire, move pool. He only has 5 moves. One of them is a gun that does nothing. One of them is a fly that kills yourself. One of them is a spin around gunshot that does nothing. One of them jumps. And his ult also does nothing. So, basically, Starlord is so terrible because all he can do is do 6.5 damage at medium range. By the way, he has 250 health. So, you know, the normal health bar. That's not good. And he has a team up this season with Adam Warlock and Mantis. Well, just Adam Warlock. But, great. He can revive once. And then die instantly due to doing no damage and having no health. So that's also useless. Basically, all of Starlord's set is completely useless. There's no reason to play him. Just play, I don't know, if you really want to do slightly more damage, play Punisher, who does 8 damage. Or if you really want to do more damage, play Hawkeye, who does 80. And with the charge, 150 for some reason. But just never, ever play Starlord. He sucks. Anyways, that's going to be all for this video. If you've made it this far, you should probably be able to tell that this was entirely a joke. I hope so. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. This was probably the dumbest thing I've come up with, but I thought it was kind of funny. And that's going to be all for today. And I'll see you next time. Bye!